I'm Justin and I review house plans. Let's go. Today's floor plan gives me all of those beautiful Key West coastal vibes. I'm already in love with the front elevation of this home. Take a look at those columns and all of the intricate woodwork, the details above the windows. But look at over there on the left, you have that little cupola above that room to give it some style. On the right-hand side, you have yet another covered porch. This house screams coastal vibes. I can imagine sitting on that upper level deck and overlooking a beautiful neighborhood or bay or inlet. This house is just fantastic. Now let's take a look at the inside and the floor plan. The grand entry, wow, that may be one of the largest foyers I have ever seen in one of these floor plans that I have reviewed. But you can look straight through the entry, through the foyer, into the living room, and out to the covered lanai in the back of the home. When you walk into the foyer, let's first take a left. You walk down that hallway and into the study. The study is the room that had that cute cupola that we saw from the front elevation. Then if you go back to the foyer and take a right, you move into the home office. This home is nicely set up for two working professionals who need to both work at home. And as we navigate through the foyer and up to the cross hall, take a look at that. We have our first wine room, as well as a pantry, and leads over to the dining room. Back to the cross hall, if we take a left, we have our utility room, which is implied to, of course, be the laundry room, and a hallway that leads into the beautiful primary suite. I love that it has a morning bar. It's a great place to grab a water during the evening, or maybe even a glass of wine in the evening, or coffee in the morning. It has a large and grand primary bath. I've got to say, I love how the shower is tucked behind the tub. That's a great use of space. I do not like how the sinks are offset from each other in this plan. It's better to just align the sinks and have good symmetry in the room. 2 walk-in closets, that's a win. And there's even a secret door from the walk-in closet into the study. So I guess if you wake up during the night and need to write an email that came to your mind, you can sneak right on in and write it in your study. Let's go back to the cross hall. And we have our first living room, which is, I imagine, more of a formal space. I love that the beams are implied there and the fireplace. A lot of formal living rooms just don't get used. I want to make sure in a house like this, people use this space. It's too pretty not to. Behind the living room, we have an even larger family room adjacent to the kitchen. This is likely the room everyone's going to congregate in. The kitchen is a terrific size. Look at that, 2 islands, plenty of room for entertaining. Although I'm more on the bandwagon of having one large island rather than 2 separate islands. Off of the kitchen, take a look, a second powder room. How often do you see a house with 2 powder rooms? Then we've got our outdoor kitchen and covered lanai. That would definitely feel like it's part of the indoor living space, even if it's separated by large accordion doors. We have stairs going above the garage, definitely like a frog. A frog is a finished room over the garage. Take a look at that huge covered lanai, a second covered lanai off of the formal living room, the big outdoor space where you could set up plenty of pool loungers and umbrella tables. And then of course you have the pool with the sun shelf and the spa. Here's the deal. If any of you have built this house, please invite me over. I really want to see it. I would give this floor plan a 9 out of 10. It's difficult to find anything wrong with it. I have to admit, I would take it as is. Everything else I would choose that's wrong with it are very, very nitpicky. For example, the lack of symmetry inside of the primary bathroom. That's easy to fix. The formal living room gives me pause because it's separated from the kitchen, and we all know everyone congregates in the kitchen. How might you repurpose that space in a different way? I think that is one thing worth exploring before breaking ground on this plan. This house absolutely speaks to me personally.